First of all, I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope everyone's doing okay in 2024. I have a lot to cover today. There's a lot of interesting things to go over. If everyone has any questions, you can already raise your hand. The earlier you raise your hand, the faster you'll get the chance to talk. Before anyone gets a chance to talk, I will first go over my own list of things, though. I know a lot of people have questions about the Christmas event and about it ending early. So before I get thousands of questions about that, yes, it was an issue on our end. The timer was not correct. It was supposed to end on the 12th, but we did not intentionally make the timer go incorrect. It used the wrong format, and that ended up making it have one extra day on the timer. Not really something that we were expecting. But everyone will be compensated. Everyone will get extra units and will get extra presents. I hope everyone will be fine with that. If not, I am completely sorry. It was on our end. Next up, Unreal Engine. We have been progressing very well with Unreal Engine. We are making a lot of good progress. We have already imported a full Galaxy Life Flash base into Unreal Engine. This means that you are already able to have your progress on Unreal Engine. For the people that don't know yet and are interested, there's a roadmap in the Galaxy Life News channel. If you scroll up just a little, you'll be able to see it. Most things are covered there. If you do want more information, it is better to become a subscriber. We give more information in the private channel for subscribers. Other than that, with this Christmas event, a lot of people were not happy that it was not Doomsday. This is mainly because the event was a lot smaller than Doomsday usually is. This was because this is the very first time we've ever done a custom event. And it was completely new to us as well. Instead, in 2024, what we will be trying to do is focus less on events and more on new content. For this, you could expect new NPCs, for example, a new star base, new wall levels, house levels. You think of it, and it might be there in the near future. We will be trying to put all our focus, instead of on events, on anything new that will be content, units, star bases, anything. We will also be doing the next event on Valentine's Day. In between, there will be a large break of events. There won't be much new until Valentine's. Until that point, we will try to keep in touch with the community, look at suggestions, and keep on working on new content. We will also be looking into adding new NPCs in the very near future. That is also something we'll be putting a high priority on. NPCs is something that we have been looking forward to since the start of the game. We already have models for new NPCs as well. We have been trying to get it ready for a very long time. However, because it's such a big project to us and we really do not know much about the way the game works on that sub part of the game yet, it's taking us a little longer than we eventually expected. We've also noticed that the mole AI has been really bad lately. This is also an issue completely on our end. Completely sorry about that. We merged the wrong development testing branch into our client, which kind of messed the mole up a little. This was completely unintentional. We tried fixing the mole and instead broke it even more. Likely in about a few days or whenever the next update is, we will be reverting it back to the way it was completely before the event started. Is the new friend system still coming? Yes, the new friend system is still being worked on. It's going a little slower now because one of our developers that has been mainly working on the landing page and everything around it has been a little inactive lately. Which of course makes sense. It's been the holidays and everyone is not really active around the internet on the holidays. But we are still working on that. When the apprentice coming? This refers to the last question as well. For apprentices and the academy to be finished, we unfortunately need the new friend system to be finished, because with the way the friend system works right now, we unfortunately cannot really implement it in a way that it would work properly. We need the new friend system to be done before you can actually make people your apprentice. Once the friend system is also done, you could expect Galaxy Life to be not only a Steam game but also on different platforms. This does not include mobile or anything like that. For example, a different launcher like Epic Games, you could say. Have collaborations with other games been considered? If so, what were some candidates? Um, to be completely honest, we have not really thought about collabing with any other games right now because in general the game is still just a Flash game, nothing big. But in the future, we will likely be trying to do collabs or anything like that. Maybe not just with games, but maybe with content creators as well. But it's just a little hard right now since the game really isn't in that great of a position with the engine that it's currently on. So the new beta for the Unreal Engine port is going to be like midway in the year. This completely depends on how fast development goes. Because you do have to consider that we are still just a small group of developers that just are working on the game from time to time, not full time, which we just don't really have that many people working on it. We also plan for Unreal Engine to have stuff like the Alliance chat, for example, and other big things that the current engine really would not really be capable of. So there's a lot of things to look forward to that will come with Unreal Engine. However, for now, not yet.
I was thinking of something to adding to the game. Is it possible to add a trading system?
It is possible to add a trading system, and from the very start, we have thought about a potential trading system, with inspiration taking from the mobile game Heyday. Similar to the way that they sell items as you can buy items from other players, but it really depends on the type of items, and we would likely need more items than we have right now. Because the way that it is right now, it might either be way too unbalanced or way too overpowered. Because if you were to, for example, be able to sell hammers to other players, then hammers would be way too easy to get, for example, if higher level players sell them for a really low price to lower level players. We could implement a level system, but it's really hard to tell which players are which level to sell hammers at, for example. Maybe in the far future there will be a system, for example, with an NPC or so that you might be able to buy items from. But other than that, I don't think that we'll ever have an actual trading system. The Kamikaze is supposed to have a much larger splash damage. We will be looking into fixing that in the near future as well. And with that, we will also be rebalancing the Kamikaze to do more damage. We are aware that it's currently a little bit of a useless unit because it either explodes and barely deals damage to a wall, or it dies before even reaching the wall.
Right. Quick question. Were you guys planning on like different like skins for the layout? Because currently it all kind of feels very similar to each other. Like it's different colors, but the designs all feel very similar.
Yes, I have taken this into consideration, and it's mainly something we've been thinking about with Starbase level 10. That if we do, for example, bring in a new Starbase level, we will bring more colors into the play as well, similar to how Clash of Clans and other base builder games do it. And there's also a very big likelihood that, for example, the base that you currently get under your turrets for level 11, that those will be applied to more levels as well, and that there will be multiple stages that will be underneath your defenses. But we will try to not add that to too many buildings because it will get rid of the usage of the spy capsules as well. So we'll try to keep it to a minimum, but we'll also try to add more variation, more colors, and everything around it. Can you add an option to disable screen shake of the boulder shake? Would be great for an accessibility standpoint. At some point we did add this feature to the testing server, but I think there was some issues with animations not properly playing anymore and that causing battles to really get out of hand. So it would have to be taken a look at once more. It's very doable, but it's not something that we have on priority just now. Is there any info known about bases respawning almost instantly like a single minute after an attack in war? Not really that I know of. I think that Lifecoder, the other administrator, has looked into this before, and he has been trying to fix it, but I am personally not sure. It is known within our team, though. Are there any plans in the future to add boosters to the training camp like Clash of Clans, like faster units? Something that I have personally really wanted, because I also hate the extremely long waiting times that Galaxy Life has, just like all of you do. I will be considering it. With Starbase 10, we do also have buildings in mind that might be able to, for example, produce these potions or items. But there is nothing confirmed yet, so you will have to wait and see when it comes out. Are level 7 troop skins ever going to be visible during attack and in warp gates? For the troops that are walking on land, this is already very much possible for us to implement. For the mechanical units and the flying units, that is not yet really possible because we unfortunately do not have the models for these specific units yet. We will be trying to remake them in the near future, as we do have the models for the standard leveled versions. Maybe in the future, yes, definitely with Unreal Engine we'll try to look into it, as we will be trying to go fully 3D as well. But in the near future, no, not yet. Let's see. More skins for this section, like the green. We only have 4 right now. I am willing to come up with some designs. The way the menu looks right now makes it look kinda goofy if we were to add more, but we do want to add more skins. This also includes the old classic 2012 GUI. However, with that, we will have to wait for Unreal Engine probably for the 2012 one, because the current Galaxy Life Flash client does not support it. So it's very unfortunate, but we will definitely look into more skins.
So, I have a question for all the OG Galaxy Life players. I want to talk about sounds, bro. Sounds, music. What can we expect on that?
We've talked about this. I was in Italy with some of the developers about a week ago during the vacation. And we have talked about a lot of things, including Starbase 10, but one of the main things that we also talked about during car rides was sound effects. Right now, Galaxy Life is very dry with sound effects, a lot of reused sound effects. We do wish to keep the current ones, of course, in usage in-game, because they're very nostalgic to a lot of people, and I don't think a lot of people would be glad or happy if we were to remove them. But we are
Maybe
also thinking
replacements?
about adding more. Some of them may be replaced, but the ones that are like, we will try to use sound effects for like the existing or the original units will probably stay the same. I have a question about the game. Do you know if it would be possible to prepare troop training like in Clash of Clans? Yeah, that was also been thought about. The only issue with that is that we don't really have a proper menu thought up about it. In Clash of Clans, when you're training a unit, it opens a big pop-up. For us, it's just a small pop-up at the bottom of your screen. So we might have to make the training menu a lot bigger for that as well.